Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic and our journey through Teldrassil on our Night Elf Warrior. We are out to discover the source of the corruption in Teldrassil. Of course, we all know Teldrassil's eventual fate. And it's interesting to be back at a time where there's still mystery in the zones. And I'm learning things about the lore that I didn't know before. Right now what we're doing is a few different collection quests. We need mushrooms from these Grell. We need moon petal lilies, which I think we're going to find around water, they said. And then we need webwood ichor, which we're going to get back from the spiders in that cave. And then we need eggs. And I think we're going to have to go back into that spider cave. But for now, we could kill some of these Grell. And that's the mushroom that we're looking for, so we need 7 of those. You can see we've got some competition in the area. For this quest, since it's not too many people and it's a drop quest, I'm probably not going to form a group. If it were a kill quest, we would definitely be in a group right now. But since we're not having problems tagging them, we're just going to go solo for the time being. I did increase the gamma settings a little bit. So right now we're up to 1.4. You guys let me know if it's still too dark. I noticed that the first video was a little dark, and YouTube tends to do that, but just publishing the video, it looked a lot darker than it originally did, so hopefully this looks better for you guys. And we've got our new ability charge, which is wonderful. We're going to generate some threat right away. And it helps us tag, so it's easier for us to get in there and tag a monster when we can charge in like that. And we can put our bleed up right away. That's always going to be helpful. Not enough rage. And this drop rate is actually pretty good. And what's helping here is that they're actually not aggressive, and that's going to change pretty soon. These might be some of the last non-aggressive plot mobs that we come across. Well, that's all the high-end set that we need, actually. That was really fast. I think we're going to head back up north to where the spiders are now. And we're going to have to be on the lookout for the moon petal lilies. They seem like they're going to be a pickup off the ground, and in Classic, the pickups on the ground don't sparkle as blatantly as pickups do in the retail product. So in the retail product, when something is a item on the ground, it's going to sparkle from about a mile away. That's not the case. Found that out on my human priest during the wood collection bit in Elwian Forest, and you really have to look hard. Like right here, see, this is a quest item. Moon petal lily. But it's not glowing, it's not lit up, it seems like part of the foliage until we mouse over it. So there we go. That is what a collectible ground item looks like in Classic. It blends in. You actually have to look for it and use your cursor. It's very cool. You actually feel like you have to put effort into finding and discovering things. And not like everything is just circled for you on the map. See, we're around water, just like the quest says, and lo and behold, we're finding our quest item. And to me, this kind of thing just encourages people to actually read the quest, which is kind of a big deal to me. And I hope that people are reading the quest and enjoying all the writing and all the lore that went into really building World of Warcraft and making it a great RPG experience. So now we just need ichor and spider stuff. This is going smoother than I thought it might. I haven't come across an herbalism or an alchemy trainer yet. I'm hoping that once we get out of this area and we get to the first actual hub, that there will be some trainers there and we can get professions going. I'm not going to subject you guys to me grinding for herbs, but I'll pick up what comes across my way, and I'll do some grinding, obviously, off camera. And what I'll do is I'll show you the stuff that I make from crafting, the potions that we eventually come to make, without subjecting you guys to the grind of watching me do my crafting. Same thing with fishing and cooking. I'm going to pick up all of it, and I'll just level that in my own time. But it's incredibly important in Classic to grab things like first aid, especially as a warrior, and to grab some professions and keep them leveled up, because they're actually incredibly helpful, and they're only going to get more helpful as the game goes on. I should be rending first. Oh boy. We had some help there. Okay, perfect. Let's grab one of these eggs and we'll get the heck out of here.
Inventory is full.
Inventory's full. Shenanigans. What do we want to get rid of? Really nothing. I'm going to equip that. There we go. And we'll just get rid of the frayed robe.
I can't loot that right now.
Can't loot that right now. It's okay, it regenerated. There we go. I love exploring these caves, these caverns. It's one of the things that was always really fun to me in Classic, was just coming across caves, and even if I didn't have a quest to go in there, I always want to explore to the back. I actually did that on my priest earlier today, my human priest, and I was exploring this area. There was a cave, and there was a warrior who was also fighting, so I invited him to the group. We worked our way back into the cave, and at some point he says in party chat, "Oh, I'm just here, I don't need any of these monsters," and I said, "Ha, same here, I just wanted to explore the back of this cave." And so we cleared to the back of the cave together. Eventually we got overwhelmed because the respawn rate was kind of crazy. But it was a lot of fun. We got to the back of the cave. I got some linen out of killing the humanoids in there. He got to mine some of the ore. We had a good time. It was good. And it was just to see the back of the cave. I didn't really need any of the items or mobs in there. It was just a good time. It amazes me that a 15-year-old game that I thought was going to be fueled mainly by nostalgia, and I didn't know how long that was going to support the game. Like, I followed it and was anticipating it because of nostalgia, but now that I'm playing it, it's just a really solid RPG, and it's a lot of fun to play. And I'm sure that other people are realizing this as well. It isn't just a nostalgia factor, because all this to me is basically new when we're talking about these areas. And it's been 15 years since anybody's played this, so to some degree it's going to be new to everybody. Your memory is never as accurate as you think it is. Let's see. Ah, very good. I will have this egg and the venom transported to Darnassus, then return when my studies are done there. I expect to find out a great deal from these specimens. You have been a great help to me. Okay, and for that, we're going to take the shield. Now that we got some chain armor, we got an upgraded shield, we might look a little better. Teneron summons. I heard Teneron has been asking for you. You'll find him in the highest room atop Eldrassil. We may live long lives, but it's best you not keep him waiting too long. So we need to talk to this guy at the top of the tree here. And we can do that. I'd want to turn in the antidote inside here. I'm wondering if this is going to chain, if we're going to have to go back and give him the antidote. He was in that little area by the spider cave. Let's go ahead and put our shield on before we forget. That's cool. And we did equip our Thistlewood Blade for 3 to 6 damage. And our Flimsy Chain Vest, which is better than a robe, so we're doing pretty good.
Hello.
Bankaloon, you have gathered these ingredients so quickly. In just a moment, I will have the antidote prepared. The antidote is ready. Please see that Ivaron drinks it. There is something that you should know. The antidote. It will only remain viable for 5 minutes. You must get it to him in time. Speed be with you. Okay, we have, well, we get a chest upgrade too. We have, once we accept this, we have 5 minutes, and we know where he's at. Look at that. I don't remember quest timers in Classic, but that's very cool. I wonder what happens, like, if you were to log out right now, and then log back in, if it saves the time of when you logged out, or if you just you fail the quest and then you're going to start over. I'm not going to find that out, but it's an interesting thought. There's Ivaron, old buddy. He's still hanging on.
Elune be with you.
I'm so glad you have returned. What is this? Oh, I knew Durania would be able to help me. He drinks the antidote. I'm always getting into trouble, and Durania, well, she always manages to help me out of it. I am feeling much better, but I think I will sit here for a while longer, till I feel completely better. Well, that, and I was hoping you'd clear a path for me through those vicious webwood spiders. Hey, at least you're honest.
Elune light your path.
There's plenty of people killing them, buddy. You could probably, walk back. We might be able to just use our hearth here and save a little bit of travel time. The hearth is on an hour cooldown, so probably... we're probably not going to need it again today. Let's just use it. It's on an hour cooldown as opposed to having multiple hearthstones that take you different places and flight whistles. You have one hearthstone, it's on an hour-long cooldown. So best to be used wisely. This was probably unnecessary, but we probably won't need it again for another hour. We'll see. Alright, let's head all the way up top here and see what's going on up here, shall we? If nothing else, we're going to have a nice view up here. And who are you guys? Ah, Hunter Trainer, Druid Trainer, okay. Just kind of checking to see if they hid any profession trainers up here, but I don't think so. I think all the profession trainers are going to be in the next hub.
I am on.
Teneron Stormgrip. I was hoping you'd be prompt in answering my summons. I have an important task that I would like to perform, or that I would like you to perform. It is time for you to set out to seek your destiny, but before you are ready to set out into the world beyond our enchanted forest, there is much you must learn about our recent history. Much has changed with our people since the Battle of Mount Hyjal. Nordrassil lies a pale shadow of what it once was, its power used to defeat Archimond and drive back the Burning Legion. So these are callbacks directly to the story of Warcraft 3, which is great, because this is right after Warcraft 3. There is a task you must perform. Go to the Moonwell north of Yggdrasil and return me a phial of its water. Okay, we could do that. How are we looking on inventory space? Very bad. We need to sell some stuff and clear out our inventory before we set out. Whoa! I think we're gonna live. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so we need to find a Moonwell. It's north of here. And I saw the Moonwell at some point, so I think it's probably one of these pools, so let's go see. And there's our Moonwell just ahead. We're probably going to have to use this item. And you'll notice that the item is not linked to the quest in our log. In fact, that's not clickable at all. We have to go in here, and we need to right-click it from our inventory to fill it up. And then it changes and becomes a filled crystal phial, which will return to the top of Yggdrasil. And when it comes to fetch quests like this, early on, I really recommend fighting everything on the way. It's going to get you items to sell for silver, it's going to get you experience, it's going to make you more familiar with your class if you aren't already.
Peace be with you.
The Moonwells hold the waters of the Well of Eternity, the ancient source of magic that has wrought so many horrors upon our world. The Druids take advantage of its properties, and the Sentinels revere the wells as shrines to Elune. But sorcery is forbidden to all. So you have heard the first part of the aftermath of the Battle of Mount Highjaw. There is much more to be told, and the task you have begun here will continue through the rest of your journey through Teldrassil and into Darnassus. While there is more I could speak to you of the Moonwells and of Teldrassil, I must send you along. Korthus Moonrage will be expecting you. I have poured the phial of water you brought me into this vessel to bring to him. Seek out Korthus. You will find him at the Moonwell in Dalinar. Follow the road south from Eldrassil out of the Shadow Glen, and continue to follow the cobblestones as the road turns west. Mind you stay on the road though. There are dangerous beasts in the forest of late. Oh, we know. And we won't be staying on the road, but thank you. And so what do we got here? We do have a chest upgrade, so let's go ahead and equip that. Oh, that looks a little better. Anything else that we need to equip that is better than what we have on? I don't think so. I think we're in our best gear, which means we can sell everything else. And we need to pay a little stop to our trainer, since we are level 5, and we'll just make sure that we don't have any important skills or ranks of skills to train. Not the preferred way down, but possibly the fastest. Relatively safe.
Feel free to browse.
We don't need bows, but we do actually, let me take that back. We do need a bow at some point, because as a warrior in Classic, in dungeons, we're going to be doing some pulling with our bow, which means we're going to want to get a bow soon, and a quiver, and some arrows, and we're going to want to build up our bow skill as soon as we can, because we are going to need a bow as a warrior, and we're going to need to be able to hit with it, so which means we're going to have to start with shooting with it, and probably missing quite a bit in the beginning. I don't want to spend the silver on it right now. We don't have the skill yet to use it, so we need to train the skill, and then we need to acquire a bow. We might find a bow out in the world. Even a gray one would be okay at this point, just to get our skill level up with it. And there's not a weapons trainer here, so I can't train bow skill.
What brings you here?
We can't learn anything yet. We need level 6, we're going to get Thunderclap. That's going to be good. And parry gives a chance to parry enemy melee attacks. Thunderclap blasts an enemy, or blast enemies, increasing the time between their attacks by 10% for 10 seconds and doing 10 damage to them. This will hit up to 4 targets. Probably don't want to be pulling 4 targets unless we're in a dungeon group, but it's good to grab some quick and low threats on multiple targets. And very excited to get into dungeons and all that, but that's going to be a little ways off. Let's see what we need to do. We are out of here, so we're heading out to the south.
What brings you here?
Dalinar delivery. Greetings, young warrior. Can you offer me aid? I have a package of herbs that I must deliver to the town of Dalinar, but I have business with the druids of Shadowglen and cannot yet leave. Can you deliver the package for me? It must be sent to the innkeeper, Kaldamir, at Dalinar Inn. It lies along the road to the south.
Farewell.
Yeah, we'll take that for you. Every race, when they leave their starting area has a quest to go to the next inn, basically. It's always a little different, but the premise is the same, just to make sure you get there safely. I kind of want to take on some of these birds on the way. Things like small eggs we'll need for cooking, so... So what I'm saying, really nothing you do in Classic is going to be a waste. If you're getting items and you're getting experience and you're doing crafting and all that stuff, like everything you get is going to be useful. Even if it's just stuff you vendor for silver to save for your mount. And that's very unlike the retail game where I feel like you are going to avoid fighting anything that you don't absolutely have to. Maybe not everybody plays that way, but that does seem to be the way most people play current retail. And we'll always have these markers on the map that are going to actually lead us to the towns, so that's one of the few markers we'll get. Oh, look at this guy has a quest for us.
You again?
Yeah, Zen Foulhoof. You seem like a great guy.
Now what?
Eager for work, I see. Lucky for you, a day never goes by that I don't wish I had a fledgling warrior to perform my bidding. You see, I can make you very happy and provide you with things you never dreamed of having. But in order for that to happen, you must bring me certain items. My business in the forest often requires certain reagents. Fetch for me 3 night saber fangs, 3 stringed owl feathers, and 3 swatches of webwood spider silk. Let's keep this our little secret, Night Elf. Yeah, you seem like a great guy. Yeah, we'll definitely go kill animals for you, why not? And so this is just like on our way out. Everything we need is probably going to be around this area. We can keep kind of heading south, but let's go off into the fields here and see what we can find. Which is probably what everyone is doing. Let's turn that on. And we know we need to head more west at this point to get to Dalinar, but I see some Night Sabers and we're going to go for it.
I can't do that. Need more rage. Not enough rage.
So far, we really haven't had to stop to eat or heal between combats, but that's going to change in a couple levels, guys. I know it seems like we're just owning face right now, but it's going to be different. You can already see that the at-level mobs are getting us kind of low. We just have a high regen right now. Which usually means by the time we get to our next mob, we're back to full health, but it won't stay like that. We'll need bandages and food pretty soon here. Gnarlpine, I think we're going to avoid these guys for now, just because we don't have a quest to kill them, and I don't see any more mobs that way that we need. But let's remember where they're at, because eventually they're going to send us over here for something. For now, let's start heading back more to the west. Alright, it looks like we are approaching Dalinar. Here's another Moonwell. And here's Corinthus Moonrage. Greetings, warrior. For what purpose do I owe the pleasure of our meeting? Ah, I see. You were sent by Teneron. Well then, it would seem we have much to talk about, much to do, and little time to do it in. I think we'd best get started. There's level 6. We can get Thunderclap now. And parry. First, let me tell you more of the task you must complete. The druids in Darnassus use the water of the moonwells of Terdrassil, and their moonwell must be replenished from time to time. Using these specially crafted phials, you can collect the water of the moonwells. Take this vessel to the moonwell outside of Starbreeze village to the east, and fill it with some of its waters. Then return to me. When you have completed your task, I shall continue the story where Teneron left off. So fill the jade phial and bring it back. Outside of Starbreeze Village to the east.
Stars guide you.
To the east, which is over that way. In a yet unrevealed portion of the map. But we're going to have some other quests to pick up here. And I feel like we're going to be doing a lot in this area.
I am honored.
The road to Darnassus must be kept safe. Travelers heading from Dalinar to Darnassus have been reporting ruthless attacks by corrupted furbolgs from the Gnarlpine tribe. Important news and commerce travels to and from Darnassus by way of this road daily. We cannot afford to have a rogue band of heathens terrorizing people. Take up arms in the name of the sacred forest warrior. Their den lies somewhere below this vantage point. Slay 6 of these Gnarlpine ambushers and report back to me.
Illume like your path.
Priestess Amara, we can do that for you.
What brings you here?
Cyril Bladeleaf. Denalan's Earth. Are you heading south to Lake El Ameth? If so, then I have a task I might ask of you. My colleague Denalan has a camp along the eastern end of the lake where he is studying and experimenting on the plant life of Chaldrassil. He requested a package of rare earths from Darnassus, and it was late, only recently arriving here in Dalinar. Can you take the package to him?
Go in peace.
We are at our best when we are delivering items. Let's check out what's going on up here. Oh, another quest. I'm hoping we find some trainers here too.
Hello.
A troubling breeze blows through the forest. Garrulus Talvethrin serves as Great Warden to the hibernating druids of the Talon in the Banethel Barrow Den. His duty as the chosen protector of the sleeping is to ensure their safety so that their pact with Ysera remains fulfilled. Ysera being a green dragon? But word from Garrulus is now delayed and I grow nervous. Travel east to Starbreeze Village and bring back a report from Garrulus so that I can put my worries to rest, knowing my dreaming brethren slumber safely. They're probably not safe, Arthritis, but we'll check it out for you and let you know. In here we got food and drink vendor, first aid trainer.
Elune Adore.
Yep, we're gonna grab that now. Cost us silver. Oh, we need it, but we need money.
Asha fell out.
And I need to start collecting herbs and making potions and leveling that up, so I'm gonna need money to train those as well. Trade supplies, general supplies. Let's go up. Just so we know who's up here. Because I have a feeling we need to find some trainers, but they might not be here. You have a quest for us, though, so that's good. It's good we came up here. See, there's no markers on the map when someone has a quest for you, even when they're right nearby. You have to find them. It is good to see that warriors like yourself are taking an active part in protecting the groves. The Emerald Dreamcatcher. I was once given an Emerald Dreamcatcher from Garrulus Tavis, the Warden of the Druids in the Ban Ethel Barrow Den. This powerful amulet is able to siphon energy from the Emerald Dream, bestowing luck upon those who carry it. Sadly, I have not been able to retrieve it from my dresser in Starbreeze Village. Although Starbreeze was once a tranquil place, it has now succumbed to the corruption of the furbolg that reside there. I had a feeling that all was not going to be well in Starbreeze Village. A twisted hatred. I must warn you, this matter must stay between us. The Satyr are enough of an embarrassment for us already, and this one is much too close to home. He is called Lord Melanus. He resides in the nearby cave of Fellrock, where he has gathered a large group of Grell warriors. His heart is black as night, and he plots something most foul. You must find him within this nearby cave, just to the north of here, and bring me his head.
Good luck.
Okay, yeah, we'll bring you the head. Can only track 5 at a time, and that's perfect for right now. Okay. So, like I was saying, we have lots that we are going to have to do in this area. Very cool. We have some stuff already in progress, and then we have a bunch more stuff that we can run around and do. Let's jump down this way. But beyond that, I really would like to find our trainer, She must be here somewhere. Aha!
How may I help?
You can help by teaching me Thunderclap. I really want Parry. It's gonna be the last of our silver. I'm gonna hold off in case we find the herbalism trainer and she wants a silver as well. Do we have anything we could sell? We do, but not for very much. We actually don't have a lot to sell at all.
Farewell.
Rogue trainer, clothier.
Hello.
Here's our innkeeper. How might I be of service to you, young one? Are you here to rest at the inn? Do you require a hearthstone? Ah, yes, the delivery of herbs from Shadowgun. It is a shame Ponthanius could not bring it himself, for we have much to discuss, he and I. But I am glad to get the herbs nonetheless, and I am glad you came. While you are here, please rest yourself. Heroes must keep their strength and spirits high, and must find rest and solace whenever they may. For to neglect one's peace of body and mind is a sure path to failure. Wise words. We're going to take the food. We have no need for water because we don't have mana. And we are going to set our hearthstone here. That's going to help us out a lot. I'm kind of surprised that we aren't coming across any trainers for herbalism or otherwise. And I kind of feel like they have to be around here somewhere, but... like, here's a cook. He could probably teach us cooking.
Can I assist you?
Yeah, everything costs us silver right now. I want to learn all this stuff. I need to learn cooking, so we know where that is now. Ah, herbalism.
What brings you here?
And we're going to have to pair that with alchemy, but we don't have the silver to train it. Well, we might.
Greetings.
Yeah, we do. It's only 10 copper for these. That is not bad. Okay, so now we have herbalism and alchemy. The next thing we're going to need is more bag space. We could grab cooking. Oh, and that opens up a quest for us.
Hello.
Recipe of the Kaldor. Long ago, the Night Elves were called the Kaldor, a name that means children of the stars. Learning of the past is an important step in your path as a warrior, so listen well to what I have to tell you. The Kaldor have always taken much pride in their harmonious relationship with nature. This means that we only take from nature what is necessary and we return in kind. This balance has afforded us much. Go out and collect 7 small spider legs, no more than that, and return to me. Okay. We'll get a recipe. That's cool. And can I actually cook anything right now? Get this going. And alchemy will pull out. We have, see, we're getting the small eggs, but we don't have enough of them. Well, we do, we just need mild spices. You have mild spices. I'm sure of it. And now we can make some of our own food. Obviously, it's going to be a long process to keep this leveled up, and I'll be doing that stuff not in the video for the most part. But I wanted to show you guys that. And thinking about what we can do next, well, we have lots of possibilities. We should probably head towards some of the one-offs, like getting the twisted head off of this guy. Nearby cave. North of here. We'll head north. It's probably that cave right there. And maybe we'll be able to knock down some of these other quest objectives as well. I'd really love to find a bag. Bag space is becoming increasingly critical to us. My human priest that I'm leveling on my own, and sometimes on Twitch, that is a tailor, so I can actually make 6-slot bags on him. I've been contemplating doing that and sending them over, but I kind of want this to be just a natural playthrough, so I don't want any outside help from any other character or anything like that. So we'll see how that goes. This cave is very well hidden. I'll point that out. That's really great. Maybe we will try to invite this guy to our group. Right here, buddy. If I had a bow, I would love to pull this guy. These guys are going to pull together. Our only hope is to get in here. Whenever they parry, it's like, you miss that attack, my heart sinks. We need every attack to hit right now. Now I'm wishing we would have grabbed parry. Look how close that is. Now we need to eat. And that's the more typical combat experience, where you will end a fight with very little health and very little mana if you're a caster. We did get Thunderclap, so we can use that. It's gonna help us get hit less. Not like significantly, but anything is gonna help at this point. I want to back him up because when he gets on low health, he's going to run for it. And he's going to run right to that other guy.
Not enough rage.
Takes quite a bit of rage to do Thunderclap, and why is he evading? Oh no, he's evade bugged. That's kind of a nightmare. I hope if we stay... Sometimes if you stack right on them, it'll get you out of the evade bug, so if you ever get evade bug, just stand right on top of the mob and don't move. That's your best bet. This guy, yep, it worked for this guy. Again, we're going to pull him back around this corner. He's casting. You'll notice we don't see a cast bar when they cast. You actually have to watch their animations if you wanted to use something like an interrupt. You would just have to be aware of what he was doing by watching the actual character. And he reduced our chance to hit by 25% there, which was very significant actually.
Not enough rage. Need more rage. Not enough rage.
And that's what happens when you have to fight 3 mobs at once in vanilla. Spirit run time. Here's our spirit run. Since we are a night elf, we get to be a little wisp when we die, and because of that we move a little bit faster than if we were doing a normal corpse run. Maybe I could body pull this guy. Okay, good, he did. Oh shit, did he aggro all of them? Okay, maybe we're just gonna need to get some help with this one. That might be the case. I think what we might have to do is kind of wait for someone else to come along who needs to fight this guy. Because we're not having any luck taking on even the 2 mobs by ourselves. With him being some kind of mini-boss, he hits pretty darn hard. And we don't have quite what it takes to take them all out ourselves.
Not enough rage. More rage.
And we're getting to a point where a mob even 1 level above us is starting to give us a little bit of a hard time. Well, what we may do while we're waiting to see if anybody wants to clear that cave with us is we'll focus on some of the other quests that we can do on our own. Because that one seems a little tough to solo. And at a different point in time, there will probably be more people on doing that quest, so we're going to hold off on getting the guy's head. Gnarlpine Ambushers, Road to Darnassus. We could take a look at that. We could head back over to Starbreeze Village, which might be the right thing to do. But we also need to sell all of our stuff, so gonna head back to town and sell. And that might be a good place to take a little bit of a break. We'll see. Look at this guy. Ancient Protector. Don't want to mess with him. And at least we have an inn here where we can start getting rested experience when we log out.
Of the highest quality.
This is a quest item. Can't sell that. Quest item. See, that's a 4 to 8. Let's put this on so we can start leveling up our mace skill. That's just more armor. Let's sell that. Not a lot of stuff to sell, honestly. And I think we will park it here, and when we come back, we'll keep an eye out for a group to go into the cave. And we're going to head over to Starbreeze Village and start clearing some things over there. Then we'll check out the road to Darnassus. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a good time with the series. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And we will see you again real soon. I really appreciate the support, guys. If you do like the content, if you want to see more content, if you want, please like the video. And if you feel like it, go ahead and subscribe. It would really help me out. Until next time, take care and wish me luck.